Welcome back to Tap House Podcast. I'm your host E, and welcome to season 2 of the Tap House Podcast, where we rate beers and you rate us. And we got our host back as well as Jay. That's his new name, right?
Yes.
But also we got a beer review for you as well, and little news segments that we got going on that we probably go out through the whole episode. So hopefully you can stick around and enjoy that with us. But let's go ahead and just get started with the beer review first and foremost. So let's go ahead and see what beer we have on tap.
The one we have is from Jolly Pumpkin. I don't know if we've ever done Jolly Pumpkin.
I have reviewed it once in the podcast by itself. One time, but that's the only time I ever reviewed it, and I wasn't big of a fan of him. I mean, of that beer, but maybe this one will kind of turn me around.
I love Jolly Pumpkin. I've had some of their beers. Most of their beers, or the ones I've had always been good. This one, I picked it because it was interesting. Its name is Phobos, which I think it's like the Greek personification of sorrow and despair, which kind of I guess fits the beer, because it's got, I think it's like a pizza beer because it's got dried basil, garlic, salt, tomatoes, olive oil, but then they also add peaches, apricot, pineapple, and raspberry. I
feel like this beer is gonna make me feel really thirsty after even drinking it. That's the only thing I'm more concerned about. I mean, the taste probably, I feel like it's gonna be a marinara sauce taste kind of, but at the same time, you know how beers usually kind of make you thirsty? I feel like this one would make you more thirsty. Yeah. I mean, from what it has, And
this is a Saison.
What is
this is our first Saison.
What is that?
Saison. It's a type of beer. It's let's see. I had it pulled up here.
Saison.
It's a French meaning season.
Saison.
And it's a type of ale that is highly carbonated, so it's gonna have a lot of carbonation.
Also, to make you burp a lot throughout the whole podcast. Yeah. Oh, man.
And it's they're characterized by their fruity and spicy profiles. They're low ABV, but this one's 5.4, so it's
a fairly good amount. Yeah. It's not too strong, so I feel like it might just be sweet, if I'm being honest. It has pineapples, right? Yeah. What I've learned from pineapples on pizza is that it makes it more refreshing. So maybe with the beer, it'll make it more refreshing, and might be wrong, but who knows. Other than that, also as well, if you don't know, Phobos is the moon of Saturn, right? I don't know if it's wrong. Yeah, totally. It's a destination in Destiny. If you ever played the game, I haven't played it in a long time, and I don't know. You have anything else you want to say? By the way, the can, now that I'm looking at it more in detail, I'm really big when it comes to artwork in the cans. That's what fascinates me, especially what intrigues me when I pick out a beer. It's like the first thing I see, I'm like, oh, that's interesting to see what it has, This one, I mean, I like the skeleton, but I don't know. It just feels like it's okay. I don't know.
It's one of the rotating beers, which means that they're limited.
They have fan people
but do it? They're limited releases, but they're yearly releases. So you'll find this again next year, but only for like a limited amount of time. So maybe like between I don't know, 3 months, and then they'll be gone, and then you will have to wait until next year, and then another 3 months. So I guess that's why they're labeled. Some of their logos, if you look at their beers, are pretty cool.
Yeah, one of them kind of remind you of artistic style of I would say not Picasso, Van Gogh, right?
What?
Huh? Man, it's been a long time since I've done any art.
I just like their little
Vincent Van Gogh. Is that I feel like
Vincent Van Gogh? You mean?
Yeah. Damn, it's been a long time. But anyways,
I like their brewery logo. It reminds me of Stam.
That brewery logo, it is a shit. I like that a lot.
For all you trick or treater fans out there, that's why he's right here. Sam.
But if I have to say something, I feel like if you can next year when you do release this again. I don't know. I kind of want it more scarier. I don't know why. It's just the skeleton for me.
Well, if you look at these are their limited, their seasonal releases, they all are the same, but different colors and different fruits that he's holding out.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I mean, I'm just being picky on that. But anyways, you got anything else to say on this beer, or you want to go ahead and just give it a try?
No, I wanna try it.
I'm a little excited, but a little scared. So let's go ahead and just. I'm gonna give it justification. Every beer is so everybody has their own taste buds. So. I spilled all over my foot. I don't want to taste it yet. Let's pour it. Oh, it looks weird. The color.
It's like an orangey.
Kind of looks peachy.
Yeah.
If I'm being
It smells
honest.
very fruity. I don't smell any like of the basil or garlic or any.
You're
of that
right
other.
about the carbonation. Is a lot. You can already see how the bubbles kind of going to the top, resurfacing. It smells pungent. Is that a word? That's a word. I'm gonna say it's a word.
Huh. Interesting. That definitely was not what I was expecting.
It does smell like the previous beer that I tasted.
It's good,
so it's kind of, I don't know.
You'll like it.
I don't know. Maybe. Has a lot of kicks to it. A lot of flavors. A lot of flavors. I don't know what the hell I'm tasting.
I can taste the peaches. That's one of the very. I mean the apricot.
I don't know if you could tell inside the beer or the actual liquid. It has a lot of particles inside of it, so it's not filtered all the way. Or I'm assuming, right?
I think that's what they mean by artisanal ales. So
I think that's very cool. It kind of reminds me of orange juice when you drink the pulps, leave the pulp in it.
Yeah.
Like some pulp, I like my pulps in it. So
it's you can definitely taste the apricot. You don't taste any of that other weird stuff like the basil, garlic, or salt, or
unless they only just have that in there because they maybe put a pinch of it.
Yeah,
possibly.
It's very on the fruity side. I wouldn't say it's sweet, but it's more on the sweet. It's like a sweet type of beer.
I was trying to taste the pineapples in it, but I don't get the pineapples. Do you get the pineapples from it?
No. And it's a little sour at the end, at the back end.
Yeah, especially for those who like sour beers, I think this will be kind of right in your corner.
Or like a beginner sour beer, if you're trying to get into sour beers.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of sour beers. There's only like a few I might like find kind of okay, but this one, I mean, it's not my cup of tea, but it's not bad. I was expecting something like beyond like bitter for some reason, but I
was expecting like a savory like pizza. I don't know why.
Well, because it has almost every single recipe for pizza, basically. Say the peach part. I don't know if maybe peach pizza. Is that a thing?
No. Well, I mean, you can put anything on a pizza.
I mean, nowadays, yeah, you're supposed to put wheat on that shit.
I like it. Again, Jolly Pumpkin did not disappoint for me. I've always liked their beers.
How many have you had?
I've had maybe 4 or 5.
Oh, okay. Well, you're just a fan.
Yeah. It was surprising that we've never had it on the pod. Well, I mean, you said you.
Well, it's not on. It wasn't on the podcast. You did it on your own
because I wasn't. I don't remember.
It was during quarantine. I picked it up and I was like, I'm gonna try this beer out because I like the way it looked. I think it was a girl on a boat, I guess staring out to sea. So I could put a picture up here if I don't forget. But I could put a link up. I could put up a link to show you the review. But for me, I wasn't a big fan of that. So I mean, it kind of tastes similar to this for me. Like I guess the taste, but I guess since then I kind of refined my palate and it came out okay. It's not bad beer. It's enjoyable. I'm still gonna drink it, but I don't know. For me, the smell is unique. I give it like a 4. The whole overall beer, I mean, I think for me it's a 3. I don't know about you. I mean, from 1 out of 5. That's a scale 1-5.
I'll do a solid 4 on everything. It's pretty good. I would drink it again.
It's a little bit above average a little bit above average overall rating. So, guys, check them out. Jolly Pumpkin Artesian Ales, and from where?
It's from what's it called?
Well, I forget the brewery's name sometimes.
No, it's man, I think it's Michigan or Wisconsin. Man, we're out of. You could tell we're out of out of practice in this.
It's
Michigan.
been a long time.
Michigan.
It's been a very long time since we
yeah.
had. I mean, for me, I just wing it most of the time. But I mean, we haven't done a podcast version of the beer reviews in a long time, so it's pretty different. It's different to have. It's nice to have different opinions, not just me bickering about stupid things. So, I mean, guys, check them out if you can. Interesting beer, unique concept, and overall pretty cool. So like I said, it's above average for me, and for Jay, he highly enjoys it. So yeah, check him out. So if you want, go ahead, stay tuned on the podcast. We're gonna talk about what the hell's been going on and the future of the podcast, and hopefully you stay with us. So anyways, guys, that's been the beer review. So let's go ahead and get into the podcast.